So let's start. Today's training is HIKVISION Access Control, Video Intercom, and Cloud Software. That is the AAI concept. And that's what we're going to do for the rest. So now on a formal basis, I want to introduce our products. So on access control products, we're looking at going to cover the basic knowledge of access control, biometric, device highlights. Then we have fingerprint terminal, face recognition terminal. We look at the access controller. We look at the barrier itself. And we also look at the software that is used to do access control. What am I talking about? Control. So access control is having control. Like today, let me just make an assumption. If you're not at your home and you stay alone, then you may have come to a point where you did what? You locked the door with a padlock. That is access control, only that is really traditional. So what are we doing right now? We are making it even more. So in technical terms, access control is a selective restriction of access to a place or other resource. So if you have a door, a special door that only specific people can access, then we call that access control. Then what else? We can lock, we can give credentials. So in the traditional way, your credential is like your key. In the modern way, the credential is a card or your biometric information like face information, fingerprint, card, and all that. So we call this the 3 W's: the who, when, and where. So who can access? So the methods that we use: card, fingerprint, face, password, QR code. Then when you set a time schedule of when can this person access. Is it during only the day? No holidays and such things. You can set those rules. And where is which door? If it's the main door, if it's the store door, we set access control for that. Then we have RFID as an example. So how to read card. So this is an RFID. So an RFID is radio frequency identification, where we use passive tags to collect energy from nearby RFID readers. Then using that, we have a local power source for the tags, for the active tags. Then we have battery assistive passive. I'll give you an example, like on the expressway in Kenya, we have the battery assisted passive because that tag actually keeps recharging over time. So that is the idea of our access control. Then now, let's compare. What is the difference between passive and active? So you see, passive has a chip with a pre-programmed code, but most of the passive codes are we have read-only and read and write type. So it depends with what you're looking for to do that. Then the other part, we have active tags, which have a battery inside, and this has more capacity, more better performance. Then have battery assisted passive, where we need to recharge or change the battery over time to access. So comparison between the different types of cards. So we have ID and IC as passive cards. Then we have the 2.4 and 915M. Look at the limitation in distance for ID, adaptive, and then there's limitation again in the speed. So objects need to move 5 to 10 centimeters close to the reader before you can do that. Then you have, in terms of frequency, for active tags, we can do 3 to 10 years battery, and then we change or recharge. Then now, in terms of frequencies, we have for low frequency of 125 kHz, that's kilohertz, we have the ID card and HID. That is 1 to 10 centimeters. Then the common one is M1 or IC, which has 1 to 5 centimeters reading distance at 13.5 frequency megahertz. Okay. Then you have now the ultra high frequency of 400 megahertz and 915 for long range readers. I'm sure you've seen they put a tag on the car. Then inside at the gate when the car gets there, the reader can detect this car and open the barrier. Then now we have microwave, which is 2.4 and 5.8. For instance, the ETC, electronic toll collection, it's more expensive, but much reliable, has long reading distance, also supports high speed. Then in an access control system, this is what we say for the terminals. We have the fingerprint terminal solution, where we can connect the terminal to LAN, connect the terminal to a power supply. We connect the terminal. We just allow this person into the training. So we connect. Also on the terminal, we can add an external reader like a card reader, card and fingerprint reader. We can also connect the exit button. So different types of connections. And when we talk about the fingerprint terminal, actually we've had so many changes in the development, starting from 804 to 904. Now we have 808. So don't worry about these terminals. We keep upgrading, but that doesn't mean that HIKVISION doesn't support the older ones. In fact, HIKVISION supports the older models to work. Then now we have the 808, which comes with a battery bracket. So you see, like in Kenya, actually the common problem is power will go out on and off frequently. So we introduce the 808 battery backup so that when electricity is fluctuating, switching on and off, maybe within 5 minutes, the terminal doesn't go off. It just stays power. So that is the idea on the 808 device. Then now we have the vandal-proof fingerprint terminal. This is the 805. Quite rigid, quite robust. The design is slim. It has a fingerprint area. It has a card, but by default, all HIKVISION access control readers will have a card option. So it could be the M1 or the IC card, or it will be the ID card. Then for this 805, it's IP65 and IK8. IP65 meaning it can be installed in an outdoor environment and it works. Then it's IK8, that is vandal-proof protection. So it's rigid and the design is actually rugged. Then it supports the AP. Then let's look at another concept from HIKVISION. We call it the MINMO concept. So when I say MINMO, it means face recognition, touchless, free touch access control. So when we look at the MINMO face recognition terminals, the first thing we think about is face anti-spoofing option. So someone cannot come with a picture to the terminal and show to the terminal and then it unlocks. No, we introduce anti-spoofing to protect the solution from that. Then we have mobile AP mode, we have waterproof design, we have multi-person recognition, we have integrated video intercom options built in. I'll even show you the 323 series, which is even much compact and much robust. Then we have PoE power supply. A highlight about PoE is when you power this terminal with PoE, you don't need the external power supply. It can power the lock, house nut. So just get your UPS, connect to this terminal, then have it power with PoE and connect your lock. Then we have privacy protection. We don't need to show all the details of the user while they are checking in. For instance, I'm Zephaniah Mwano. So what happens? We'll just show Z, E, and then put stars, then M. Leave it at that. So we don't need to expose the privacy. Then in terms of connectivity and wiring, the face recognition terminal actually supports HIK Central Access Control, which is a free software supporting up to 16 terminals. Then you have the enrollment station. This is the back end. But again, if you don't want to use this, you can use our cloud software called Hik-Connect. Hik-Connect has team mode, which we'll also see. Then from the terminal, we can connect to LAN, which can be PoE. Then you don't need the external power supply. Then we connect to the readers, the card, fingerprint, or connect to an exit button. We can also connect an indoor station for video intercom functionality. Then we connect to the door lock. It will be the electromagnetic lock, it will be the strike lock, it will be the mute lock, so many types of locks that we can connect. Then now, with our first terminals, this is the first one, the 321 face recognition terminal. So it's a simpler one, and it supports the mounting battery bracket. So you can stay tuned and check out this specific one. Then it has RS485 to link with a reader. It can also be used as a reader in some other cases. So it depends on what are you looking for as a customer. Then this is the hot product that I was talking about, the 323. 323. Sorry. The 323. The 323 terminal, we have three versions, one with only card, one with QR code, and another one with fingerprint. Actually, what we try to get to the market is this one with a fingerprint reader. So it's PoE powered, so you understand the same logic of PoE. We have IP65 rating. Then look at the different types of bracket. So we have the placement wiring, this one to conceal your wiring. It will come with the bracket, but you can get this extra. Then we have the protective shield from rain and water. Then we have the angle tilt, this one, the 323W1. So it can be installed at an angle from the wall. So it depends on what are you going for as the user. Then now when we introduce 323, we have this idea. Let me just play the video, but understand it can be connected to Hik-Connect for remote control. Then it's an easy terminal to use. Then video intercom there. You see it even has a dedicated call button. That's for video intercom functions. So you see you get HIKVISION access control. You enjoy the benefits of video intercom options. So a quick video on the terminal. So that is the video intercom functions.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And Bluetooth, you can still do authentication like NFC, QR code. So many options for access control.
Thank you.
Configuration by wireless AP. Then you log in and do your configuration. You can configure via central access control. You can use Hik-Connect, team mode. So that's the 323 series. Very smart. Look at the capacities. 1,000 users, 3,000. So let's just look. 1,000 faces, 3,000 cards, 3,000 fingerprints. Very smart solution for access control for small setups like for your home. Remember, we have the gate motor. Also, that access control, the 323 series can be linked to your gate motor. So that is the idea. Then you have 342, bigger than 323. You see the face capacity is now 1,500. We have the 3,000 fingerprints. Then multiple card types. 3,000 cards, 150,000 events, and it's IP65, so can be installed outdoors. So with this access control, we upgraded from the 342 to -E1, introducing PoE for that product. Then now we have this ultimate one, which is 344. So 344 supports 3,000 finger faces, 3,000 cards, 3,000 fingerprints. So for an organization that is using more, we give these terminals. It was upgraded again from 341 terminal. Then the design is aluminium. So let's just have a quick showcase of this. So again, the configuration options, AP, because the AP mode is always there on our access control. Mobile web, we have the PC web, of course, by logging into the IP address. On the screen itself, you can also do the configuration.
Authenticated.
Options for authentication, PIN, face,
Authenticated.
card. We have
Authenticated.
fingerprint. So many options for that. Then we also have the wireless and visitor management options for these terminals for visitors QR code. So we just create the QR code on Hik-Connect. You see, HIKVISION has made everything very simple.
Authenticated.
Hik-Connect for your mobile phone, Hik-Central for your PC. Very easy and very friendly. Then we have the call options, of course, then alarm linkage to trigger maybe siren and such things. For instance, when the door remains open, we trigger the siren. Then in terms of the summary of these terminals, we start with the fingerprint terminals. So we have this, the 8503 terminal, we have the 808 and 805. Then now we go to the face and fingerprint terminals. Here we look at 321, 323, 342 and 344 series. So when we talk about this, I understand we have so many variations. So based on your project needs, we can always discuss and I help you to decide which terminal are you going for and which solution are you going for. Then the development of biometrics. Biometrics are actually biological measures. The fingerprint, your face, image, we even have iris, we have palm, all those options are just biometric data. So in this case, fingerprint, face, and iris is used by HIKVISION. We even have voice as part of biometric. You know, everyone's voice is always different. And we check out some scenarios. How many steps does it take for you to gain access to a building? So we have a HIKVISION guide. Just to explain, let's say you're talking about card. You struggle with your card to find your card before you can unlock and enter. So everyone is struggling to get access. When you find your card, that's when you can enter. Then the next person, like that. That's very inconveniencing. But when we introduce now the biometric option, we eliminate that challenge because you cannot forget your face, you cannot forget your fingerprint, you cannot forget your iris and such things. So that is the idea. Using the minimal face recognition terminals, we solve this challenge. Think about the trend in technology since the 90s. We had someone locking the door, then we introduce access control. Attendance, the same thing. There's no need to struggle with all of this. So you see, like in this case, in 2000, maybe someone introduced an attendance terminal with a card, punch card. There was a punching system. Even right now, we have some people asking for a system, a clocking system where people can punch in their cards. So instead of that, we introduce the HIKVISION face recognition. No struggle entering, just touch-free and faster than you can ever imagine. Then in terms of power supply, I talked about introducing a PoE switch on the terminals that support this. And when it's powered, it can actually power the lock. Very convenient, right? So HIKVISION is solving so many issues. Then we have the AP mode. As the user, you don't need to keep going to site to connect to the. Let me just allow someone in. So you see, as the user, you don't need to keep going with some bulky computers to the site. You can use AP mode, connect to the Wi-Fi of that terminal, and have it configured from the phone. So you just connect like that. So no need to carry bulk laptops and all that. Then all the configurations on the web interface, and also from Hik-Connect and Hik Pro. That's why you see Hik Pro is featured in all the aspects. Then now we have the backup battery, which I talked about, supported on 320, 321, and 343 terminals. So this battery backup keeps the device powered on even during outages. Then you have on-device time attendance solution. So we can have 8503, 808, and 321, which will do local time attendance. Then we'll realize access control. Then you have smart management on the device. You can set the shifts and all that. But we even have more robust attendance on any HIKVISION terminal by use of software like Hik Central Access Control. When you need to do multi-door access control, we introduce a controller with multiple readers, like a 2-door controller, a 4-door controller, an 8-door controller. Now this only depends with what is the user's target. Okay? Then you have the 262 terminal control panel. So this control panel supports 100,000 users, 100,000 cards, and 300,000 events. Then the readers and accessories, we have so many variations, starting from the 1109, 1104, 1108. These are just card readers. We have the buttons. These are exit buttons, both push buttons and infrared buttons. Then you have the different locks that I talked about: single door, double door, mute lock, strike lock, supporting up to even 800 kg variations. Then you have the different cards. We have the card issuer, the fingerprint card, and the combined issuer. Then we have the power supply. We have the secure module. So if someone asks you, if I have my access control, what happens when someone comes and breaks the terminal? We introduce this secure module for that purpose. Then we have this kit. This is an accessory kit. The access control accessory kit will come with the power supply, an exit button, a magnetic lock, and the LZ bracket. Also, still in access control, we have the swing barrier, or let's call it the turnstile. So we have the regular and prime pass. So prime pass is higher capacity, higher speed, faster performance, and it's also equipped with DTOF detectors. So it has easy deployment and high redundancy. Look at the highlights. It's reliable, more than 5 million cycles. That means cycles before failure. Before you do maintenance, this we are approximating to 5 to 10 years life based on how frequently it's used before we may need to replace it. Then we have one-step installation. Through the mobile web, you can do the quick installation and setup. Then you have touchless experience, things like key fob, The remote, this can give you the touchless access options. Then you have the showcase for this, which is the K6B411 TX series. That's the appearance. It has the face cameras at the top. Then it has indicator lights built in. Very smart. It has a card reader. You can do your logo. We also have the HIKVISION. Then in terms of installation, it comes with everything ready to install. So you just apply AC power and network cable, and then you're able to configure your device. So you see, this is mobile configuration. So that is the configuration options, speed, IR, anti-crashing, and all those anti-smashing, sorry. Then the light colors you can also customize based on what you prefer.
Authenticated. Authenticated. Authenticated.
That is the, then you have the tripod turnstile. That's the 3G225LX series. So one highlight is cost effective. The integration is flexible. You can do more. Then you have easy to install. We have firm alarm passing. So this one no one can. It supports now the. You see when people just flow in, the first person opens for the other type, but for this type, when someone crosses, it actually prevents that. Then in terms of the appearance, it's quite elegant. So let's compare. Still on access control, we have the cloud-based software, Hik-Connect and HPP. So let's just understand what is that. We have the small SMB, super small SMB, then we have the SMB, then enterprise. So what do we get and where? So we have Hik-Connect team mode. Hik-Connect team mode is free to use, 10 doors free, 100 persons free. Then we have a portal and an app to use that. Then we have HIC personnel. This is just for one door, one user, maybe for your home and that. Then you have HPP for installer. So you compare these softwares, where to use. So the personal mode on small setups. For SMB, you can use the team mode, and for enterprise, you can also use the team mode. So after the free version of team mode, you can now go to the paid or the licensed version. Then HIC Central Access Control is now on premise. So we have HIC Central Access Control. You see it lies in the free version. 16 doors, maximum of 3,000 persons, 100 video intercom devices. Then it supports access control and video intercom. This one you install on a PC or on a server. Then the resources can be accessed by multiple clients, including the mobile client. Then now we have HIC Central Professional, which you buy the licenses one-off, supports 5,000 doors, 100,000 personnel. So that is again another variation on the software. Then now let's look at video intercom. In video intercom, we have 2, 3, 4. Two main products, the analog video intercom and the IP video intercom. In addition to that, we have IP phone products and the smart NAS call products, which make it now 4. So starting with analog, these are the kits that you will get. So we get this variation. So the analog video intercom for wire system, you'll get this connected to a lock, then connect to your indoor monitor, connect to a camera. The camera is analog, not wire. Then you do 4-wire to the other speakers. Remember, in this solution, we power the indoor monitor, which powers the outdoor. Then when you need to power the lock, we also provide a power supply for that. This is the 213, KIS 213. So on this, you see the screen. We have a speaker, of course, the answer button, the microphone, the monitor selection button, live view button, and open button. So this is the quick configuration of the. This is a quick configuration of the 4-wire analog video intercom. Then now, for the outdoor, we have a call button, a camera, of course, a microphone. The camera has built-in IR, then the metal case to support bundle protection and IP65 for outdoor use. Then now we have the IP intercom, which is quite huge and quite extensive. It's quite extensive, yeah. So thinking about that, we have the topology. So we have an outdoor station, then multiple rooms, multiple houses with multiple indoor stations for apartment. Then for villa, it's a simple setup. So we just do a door terminal, we do other terminals and all that. We also have this. Remember, when you have this, we still have the support for the mobile app for every client. So let's think about the kit for the IP kit. We have the 608, which comes with one outdoor station, one indoor monitor, a memory card, and the power adapter. This may vary, so you need to confirm by the distributor when you're purchasing. But the outdoor station is 2MP high definition camera. It's a wide angle camera, one touch call, an access control built-in. It supports PoE and it's IP65, which means it can be installed outdoor. Then we have the 614 kit, which comes with one outdoor, one indoor, one power supply, or actually two power supply, 16 GB memory card. So the screen is actually 7-inch. Then it's standard PoE and all that. Now, on the IP video intercom, we have video playback. Because of the SD card we install on the screen, then when someone comes to your door and you are not there, you can also always record and playback. We also have motion detection video for security. Then you can access these logs at any given point in time. Then you have voice changer, which is safe for women and children, yes. So when you leave kids at home, you just set the IP intercom voice changer, and when someone comes out, comes at the door, someone who is inside will talk and it will sound like it's a man, an uncle voice or a clown voice. So you compare and set which one you prefer. Then in terms of broadcasting, you can broadcast to talk to multiple rooms. Like if I'm in the kitchen, dinner is ready, I talk out and say, please come to the living room, let's all come and have that. Then some other options, we have the wizard for quick and convenient installation and deployment. Then we have new firmware that supports these functions. So again, before you purchase, you need to confirm, is this the correct one that you're looking for? Is this the correct terminal or system that you're looking for? Then in terms of video intercom, we also introduce the firmware to improve WDR, which is enabled by default to suppress backlight and give us better illumination, even in low light performance. Then we have the 9203 door station, which is metallic, quite rugged and rigid for outdoor setup. Then it has UI upgrade, so you can set the phones and all that. Then you can set supporting 2 locks at the same time. It supports 35 languages, but I suppose in Kenya, maybe we need 2 or 3 languages, right? English, maybe French. Do we need Swahili? I think it's a good suggestion you can give, and in future we can also introduce this. But as per Kenyan standards, we already support the typical languages. Then for the villa, we have the villa solution design. So for the villa solution design, based on how many rooms you have, you can set up the multiple window monitors and set. So think about this villa, what can we deploy? A typical solution will be the intercom kit with 608 with 1 monitor and add another monitor. Another solution is 608 with 2 monitors, the 6320. Then for the apartment, think about the solution that you would provide for that. We have 2 outdoor stations maybe for the main entrance. We have then 18 indoor monitors for the indoor units. Then the indoor monitors can also have slave units. Let's say it's a 2-bedroom house. Then on the solution, we have multiple options. So we have the SIP phone and server. So this we can provide, making even a smart office solution, local office calls, linked even with the door station, linked with video intercom indoor unit. So we can set this up. We provide the SIP phone, we provide the SIP server. Again, when you think about this, the SIP phone is in the monitoring room, the SIP server in the management center. Then at the different points, we introduce multiple types of phones that we can link. So these are the variations on the SIP phone powered by POE. All of it is powered by POE from HIKVISION. So we have the Ultra series, the Pro series, the Value series. The Ultra is 7-inch. Touch screen. Then now we have the others which are not touch screen. The Pro series, we also have an option for Wi-Fi. So cabling again, so for the security gate, you can do a wireless solution. Then some product categories, we have the SIP server, which gets the expansion boards for things like modules. Then we have the SIP module, even with 4G options, or let me say the SIM card option for the call. Then now in terms of the clients, we have the KS6160, which supports 100 to 200 clients. Then we have 30 of 60 concurrent calls. Then the 201 supports 60 concurrent calls. Of course, it supports up to 200 voice over IP. Then we can do up to 4 slots, expansion slots. Then have GSM 3G and 4G, maximum of 4 options. Remember the rules of GSM when you're doing multiple calls. Then the other option is the smart nurse call solution to ensure the medical quality and safety. So we introduced so much for the hospital or the medical setup. So in this case, we have the HIK Central Professional managing everything, and it is HIK Central Professional that will be linked to the Hospital Management Information System. We call it the HMIS or HMS. So it depends on which one you're using or which concept you want to do. So what do we introduce on the nurse call solution? The nurse main station, we have the bed head terminal, we have the doorway terminal, we have the emergency alarm, we have the bedside terminal, and finally, HCP. So then the solution, the topology is actually a network solution. So we introduce multiple coded information, and you'll see the bedside and bedhead terminals always have an extra cable, an extra alarm connection, for instance, to the bathroom for SOS calls and such. Then now, in terms of the topology on logical integration, we have the terminals connecting to HCP. HCP now exchanges information with the hospital information system. Of course, this solution we can customize based on which hospital and which setup that we have in the deployment that is there. Then the categories, we have the 15.6 nurse call main station touch screen. Then the bedhead terminal is 10-inch. It can even do information and some interaction. Things like pushing content to the user. The bedside terminal can do that because 13.3 with a handle and bedside. So it can provide patients information and also audio and video entertainment. Then we have the doorway terminal to introduce which bed information about the patient, which can again be designed based on what the customer in fact prefers. Then now we have the emergency alarm. So for emergency alarm, we're looking at the pull code and SOS call button options. Then now in terms of the software, so we have the smartphone app, Hik Pro and Hik-Connect. Then we have e-learning and high tools designer. So let me quickly just briefly introduce this. When we come for the physical training, we'll also interact with this, but feel free to download and set up. So the overview of the HIKVISION cloud-based software. So we have personal mode on Hik-Connect and team mode. Then Hik Pro for installers, system integrators, resellers, and all that. So you can download from appstore.hikvision.com and set it up. Then the general concept, we have Hik Pro. What options do you get? Things like site management, device management, installation and maintenance. We have the quotation, business to business platform. All this you can get. Then the products you can get. See more information about HIKVISION products, see what is promoted, what is under, what is new, and all that. Then you have the product details page, see the technical information, download the data sheet, documents to do quick do-it-yourself kind of configuration guide, the quick start guides, all those options you can in fact download. Then you have the tools like batch configuration, batch upgrade, disk calculation for hard disk, because I'm sure you will encounter a customer who would ask you, how much do I need for 30 days storage for my cameras? You can calculate. Then we have the focal length calculator, the bandwidth calculator, password reset, SADP, so many things. Then you have the quotation tool. So for the quotation tool, you can actually create a new order, put the customer information, select the currency that you want to use, select the products you want to use, put the pricing for that case, then add your installation and other costs, then any other sets, then share as PDF or Excel or as an image, depends on what you want to do for your customer. Then we have the chatbot and text zone where you can find out more information about HIKVISION and the information you're sharing. Then you have device initialization. So we have mobile SADP for that case. Then site handover and all that. We have remote maintenance for device health. When we need to check for devices going offline and such, we provide that. Then we can also submit case for things like password reset and binding and all that you can directly do from Hik Pro. So I believe this is a very smart solution that you can use.
Device password reset made easy with Hik Partner Pro.
How to reset password.
With Hik Partner Pro on your smartphone, resetting device password is much easier, even without an internet connection.
Do password reset by SADP.
When your phone and the device are on the same LAN, you have a couple of options. If the device is linked to an email address, simply request a verification code, enter it correctly, and reset your password right from your mobile phone. Or, if you have set your security question, answering it correctly will grant you.
Then I have unbinding case. We also have firmware update. Remember, when you buy devices, you need to maintain them, upgrade their firmware so that they are actually optimized for the current trends. Then now on certification, even after this training, I'll show you, go to events and check this training, go to do the test. If you had enrolled, I will approve and you can do the test, get your certification. So you can access HIKVISION e-learning, the different certifications, you can do your self-paced. Because we have a whole certification process. You register, get certified, after a specific period of time, get recertified, and then this cycle goes on and on and on. On the e-learning, this is elearning.hikvision.com/AF. You can access the learning material, security, self-paced training. Self-paced training means you set your own pace, apply for these courses, and learn. Then now we have certificate query to verify the certificates. We have the high tools designer. This is a tool to design your solutions, CCTV selections, the plan, and all that. Then we have the YouTube options from HIKVISION corporate type. We have HIKVISION technical support. We have the EVSL site. So this is the idea. When you have this, you can learn about HIKVISION products and solutions. Then we have, finally, I have my own YouTube. Just search for Zephania Mwando. Then you'll be able to see what we are doing on YouTube. You can also look for TikTok. You can also look for Facebook, whichever the platform you are on. Even WeChat, we have so much that you are doing. So that's a quick introduction of access control and video intercom and the cloud software for HIKVISION. So I want you to stay tuned. But before you exit, I want you to take note of this.